We have decided for this Camino to carry day packs and to ship one suitcase ahead every day from lodging to lodging.
It's the first time in 5 Caminos that we have decided to do that. And let me tell you, wow.
Game changer.
We are so much more pleasant with each other. For one, at the end of the day, we just feel better, which is a miracle.
The only disadvantage is having to lug that suitcase up a flight or 2 of stairs every night. But it's way better than lugging that heavy backpack up and over all these mountains we have every day.
Yeah, it has not. The luggage service has been great. It's been there most of the time before we get there. Sometimes we have to wait a half hour to an hour if we're there early.
But I think the latest it's ever shown up is 3 p.m. There are multiple companies that take care of luggage service, and in most of the albergues you'll see their tags, and there's a little envelope. You fill out where you're going. You generally have to call them by 8 p.m. the night before to reserve your spot on the van. You put the money in the envelope, attach it to your bag, and it shows up where you need it to show up.
A lot of people use it just for like, I'm gonna use it today because I've got a really long day. Or
my knees are really hurting.
Yeah, and so they use it occasionally. If you think that that's something you might do, make sure you have a proper pack for water, because even those little packable backpacks that we would typically carry in our backpack, those can really start to irritate your shoulders over time. So just kind of be thoughtful of that. So what services have we used?
Well, we've used 3 different companies because of certain restrictions that they have.
Yeah, so in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, we used Yacotrans to get us to Roncesvalles.
Because Correos does not operate in France. But why didn't we stick with Yacotrans since that's who we started with?
It was more expensive, €7 a day. But Correos will let you, also their website is not very user-friendly.
The Yacotrans website.
Yacotrans, I'm not very happy with your website overall. But Correos will let you pay one price from your start to Santiago. That may be Roncesvalles, where they begin their service. It may be Pamplona. It may be Sarria. And it ends up being €4 a day.
Approximately for us.
Approximately. And that didn't matter. It didn't matter how many days it took us to get to Santiago. That was one price. I paid it in advance. And even if we didn't know where we were staying, I could just type it in the night before at before 8 p.m. and write it on a luggage tag.
And we made changes along the route. We changed a few of our accommodations, and we just wrote the new accommodations in on the paper that we had.
Yes.
And we changed it on the website.
Yes. Now, for the Camino Finisterre, we used a different service.
Why?
Couldn't get Correos to work for this service.
So Correos does not operate beyond Santiago.
I could be wrong on that. But for what we wanted to do, walking from Santiago to Muxía to Finisterre, I couldn't get that website to work very well for me. And I haven't seen Correos at any of the lodging spots. I see Yacotrans and the one that we used, which is
Camino Fácil, as in facilitate.
Yes. They were really great because their website doesn't even allow you to go from Muxía to Finisterre, because everyone goes Finisterre to Muxía.
Most.
And, well, at least, yeah, enough that it's not on their website. All I did was I filled out the first 4 stages to get to Muxía, and then I sent them an email and said, hey, I don't see this. We're going from Muxía to Finisterre. Here's where we're staying. And they said, no problem. And they just added it to our price.
And we added an extra little payment to cover it.
And there you go. €7 a day. Man, it's nice.
Now, €7 a day and the €4 a day for Correos is definitely a budget item that you do not want to have without planning for it, because that adds up over a month and a half.
Yeah, I would definitely take into account having that expense.
So think about it, plan ahead, and make your best financial decisions so that you can enjoy your walk.
Enjoy your walk.